Dear students, remaining question we will study now. Preparation of journal plus 1 accountancy preparation of journal. In the last classes, we studied how to prepare the journal. This is a fundamental class. Those who joined the plus 1 accountancy group. Then last question number up to question number 5 we have completed. Remaining question number 6 onwards we will discuss today. Question number 6 to question number 10 I try to explain today. Question number 6. Withdrew cash for personal use. Withdrew cash for personal use rupees 8,000. If the proprietor contributed cash into the business, it is considered as a capital. Likewise, if he withdrew any money for his personal expenses, we have to use the word drawings account and cash account. Already we studied in every transaction, each and every transaction has two accounts. Number 1, drawings account. Number 2, cash account. If any cash is withdrawn for personal use, it is considered as drawing. Drawing is the personal account because the proprietor withdraw the money, so it is a personal account. Cash is the real account. When we withdraw money for personal use, cash goes out. The proprietor is the receiver. The rule of the personal account is debit the receiver. So, drawing account is debited. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So, this account is credited. When one account is debited, automatically another account will be credited. Then, we write the journal entry. In accountancy notebook contains these columns. First column, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, and this column is credit. When we write the journal entry, first we write the debit aspect. Drawings account debtor, drawings account. DR is entered here, but we read it as debtor. Drawings account debtor 8,000 to cash account 8,000. Here we write the narration. Withdrew cash for personal use. Here you write the date 2021 June 25. Question number 5. Question number 6 is also completed. Then I want to explain question number 7. Question number 7. Cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank rupees 5,000. This is another transaction. This transaction contains two accounts. Number 1, this transaction contains two accounts. Number 1, cash account, and number 2, bank account. Cash account is the real account. Bank account is the personal account. Bank means State Bank of India or Indian Overseas Bank or Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. If any account starts with the name of the institution is also considered as a personal account. Then when we deposited money into the bank, cash goes out. Banker is the receiver. Here we bank account, banker is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When one account is debited, automatically another account will be credited. Then we draw the journal entry. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. This column is date, particulars, ledger folio. This column is not at all used, but you have to draw the column. Debit and credit. How do you write the entry? First you write the year first, then write the date, month, then you write the date. Debit aspect is entered first. Bank account debtor, amount is entered. Bank account debtor 5,000. 2. Cash account. Here in the credit column 5,000. Here we write cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank. Then question number 8. Sold goods to Magesh on credit. Sold goods to Magesh on credit. This transaction contains two accounts. Number 1, goods account. Number 2, we purchase goods on credit worth rupees 9,000. When we sold the goods, we have to write the word Magesh account. Here there are two accounts. The goods accounts are classified into 4 types. Already I explained. Purchases account, sales account, purchases return, sales return. So hereafter we never use the word goods account. Instead of goods account, we have to use the word sales account. Two accounts are sales account and Magesh account. Sales account is the real account. Magesh account is the personal account. When we sold the goods goes out. Magesh is the receiver of this goods. Debit the receiver. When one account is debited, automatically another account will be credited. Otherwise, real account rule is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Then we write the journal entry. First column date, second column particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit. First write the debit aspect. Here we write the date 2021 June 25. First debit aspect, Magesh account debtor to sales account. Here we write the amount 9,000. The narration is sold goods to Magesh on credit. Same question is entered in the particular column. Narration. Then question number 9. Paid salary by check. Rupees 3,000. Here also we have two accounts. In all the transactions it contains two accounts. Number one, salaries account, and number two, bank account. There is no check account. Instead of writing check account, we use the word bank. Then salary account is the nominal account. Bank account is the personal account. The rule of the nominal account is debit all expenses. Paid salary is an expenditure. Expenses. Bank is the giver. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit the giver. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Then we write the journal entry. Date. Particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. First we write date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. First we write the debit aspect. 2021 June 25 salaries account debtor to bank account amount 3,000. Debit column 3,000. In the credit column also we will write 3,000. Salary is paid. Then question number 9. Question number 9. Sold goods to Mahendran. Sold goods to Mahendran for cash, rupees 5,000. If we sold goods on credit, we use the word Mahendran. Mahendran account and sales account. But we sold goods for cash. So Mahendran account is not at all necessary. So the two accounts are number one, sales account. Number two, cash account. No need to write Mahendran account, cash account. First account is sales account. Second account is cash account. Sales account is the real account. Cash account also a real account. In both the accounts are real account. In some books, sales account is considered as an income. It is not at all an income. It is an asset. It is a stock or it is a goods. So it is surely a real account. Sales account is the real account. Cash account is also a real account. So the rule of the real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When we sold goods, goods goes out. Cash comes in. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. The journal entry is cash account debtor to. In the journal entry, we have to draw the columns. Entire columns are in your accountancy notebook. So you simply use the columns. Date, particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit. Debit aspect is entered first. 2021 June 25 cash account debtor to sales account. The amount is 5,000. Sold goods for cash. Goods sold for cash. The word Mahindran is not at all necessary. Then question number 11. Borrowed a loan from bank. Rupees 10,000. The two accounts are number 1 bank account, number 2 bank loan account. Here instead of bank we can use the word cash also. If the bank pay the amount immediately in cash, here we write it as cash. But our assumption is we borrowed loan from bank, bank deposited the amount into our bank account. It is our assumption. Our assumption is we borrowed loan from bank, bank give cash to us, but the cash is not given directly, but the cash is given into our bank account. So here I use the word bank. If you write cash, it is also correct. But my assumption is the bank give loan to our bank account. Bank account is the personal account. Bank loan is also a personal account. Here, bank is the receiver. Bank loan is considered as a giver. The bank, on behalf of us, the bank received the money. So, this account is debited, this account is credited. Our assumption is, once again explain, my assumption is bank is not directly pay the amount to us. We borrow money from bank. So, the bank received from bank. Instead of bank, we can use the word cash also. It is also correct. We can use the word instead of cash, we can use the word bank. Both the transactions are correct. If it is a cash account, it is a real account. Cash comes in. Debit what comes in. On behalf of us, the banker received the amount to our bank account. So, the journal entry is bank account debtor to bank loan account. Dear students, I gave 10 questions. First, we classify whether it is a personal account, real account or nominal account. After, we prepare some journal entries. Next chapter onwards, next question onwards, we have to prepare the accounts directly into journal entries. These are all the explanations, these are the steps. In the next problem onwards, we directly write the journal entry. These steps are, keep it in our mind and write the journal entry alone in next question onwards. No need to explain this classification. In the next question onwards, we directly write the entries in the journal. These explanation, these steps are keep in our mind and do the next problem. In the next class, we will do one journal entry. God bless you.